Hello and welcome to Cuppa Time. And today I'm thrilled to have Raisa with me. So, hi, Raisa.
Hi Fiona, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's a nice summery day outside, so all my washing's blowing dry today.
I
So,
know the weather's been fabulous. I'm just shocked, actually.
well, let's hope it continues. So, for the purpose of Cuppa Time, first question, as you know, is: do you have a favourite cup, and would you mind sharing it with me?
I do have a favorite cup, and this is my favorite. One of four of my favorite
Okay.
cups.
So it says
Uh,
to the world.
oh,
Go on.
sorry.
To the world, you may be one person, but one person you may be to the world. Excellent. Wow.
Yeah, so these are quotable mugs, and I got my first one about 10 years ago in America, and then uh, at a coffee shop, and then bought another one a couple of years later. And then last year when I went to America, I decided, you know what, I need more. And just miraculously I found two more at a doctor's office.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I love them because they're big and they fit a lot of coffee.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what drew you to them when you first saw them. Is it just because of the size capacity?
It's just because they have really nice wording on them, and then because they're big,
Hmm.
and they remind me of America,
Hmm.
which I miss
Yes. So
at
how
the
long have you
moment.
been in the UK?
11 years,
Uh-huh. And
going on 12.
does it feel like a long time, or does it feel like yesterday?
I think that depends on how close we are to summer. I think it feels like a long time the closer we get to summer, because I think when we first came here,
Yeah.
the weather was pretty awful most summers. And this was back in 2008, and it was just such a hit or miss. And usually it was just a mix of miserable all the time. And I'm from Santa Monica, California, so you can imagine
Right.
that I was depressed for 2 years and was wondering what the heck I'm doing here. Um, questioned my sanity for about 5, and now I'm okay.
Oh, good. So if you're okay now, can you share with me what is it that you do in your life that helps you being uplifted and the wonderful lady that you are?
Um, so what do I do with my life?
Mm. Are there things
Um,
that you fit into your normal schedule that help keep you in a good place?
I do a lot of, okay, so one of the things that I have always done that I can remember since I was a teenager is to do some form of exercise. And so I do that every day just to keep my sanity. And it's just like brushing my teeth.
Hmm.
Um, that's something that I do. And then the other thing that I've always done, but have just really started to focus on in the past year, is I've always just loved cooking,
Yeah.
and took it as something that I had to do
Hmm.
be before, but then decided, I think last year, that I would make a small business out of it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's been really great for me.
That's
And
been, that's been good
yeah,
because I hear that you've been doing the cookery at home, haven't you?
I started this cooking school in my kitchen
Hmm.
at home,
Hmm.
and it's been it's been really fun. Just, I have people, I just invite people that live around the neighborhood, so I get
Hmm.
to know my neighbors.
Hmm. But at the moment, you can't do that.
No, so at the moment, as soon as we stopped socializing, all of that went down the toilet. And then I thought, oh shit, what am I gonna do, right? Because you just, if you're a people-based business, then and suddenly you go from it's really starting to pick up and it's really looking great and I've got options here, to, oh, I've got nothing, and so what's my plan B? And you actually have never thought about your plan B.
Hmm.
So, um I've had a lot of time. Well, actually, it's been 4 weeks now, so I think I had a pity party for 2 of those, and was like, "Whoa, is me? What am I gonna do?" And then I thought, "Okay, what am I gonna do? Really, this you can't just live in this forever." So um, now it's just a matter of taking it online and going from there.
Mm-hmm. But has there been anything else that you've been doing for yourself or around the house has been able to uplift you in replacement of those hours that you would have been, I guess, doing the shopping for the cookery classes and doing the classes?
Yeah, so I think because gardening is also one of the big things that I love to do besides cooking and exercising and all of that. It's just been a really big thing with me. And when I was at university, we actually lived in a place that was very similar to sustainable living as you could possibly get. So we grew our own food, we recycled everything, we lived in passive buildings, and we cooked and baked everything ourselves. And so I've just really have been thinking, okay, well, I really want to get back to that. And I was a vegetarian back then too, surprisingly. And I really loved it, and it was one of the best times of my life. And when when you get to in your 40s like me, you start reflecting about, okay, when were the points in my life that I was most happiest, and what was I doing at that point? And maybe I should go back to doing that, because you start thinking about time is finite at this point. And so I've just started gardening and thinking, you know what, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to feed my family and grow some surplus, give it to the neighbors, and really be self-sufficient, because we've got to reduce our carbon footprint. And if you really don't want to be I'd like to think I'm an environmentalist, but really I've been a fraud, and I just want to get back to being authentic about it. And so we've got a big garden, and I have spent hours in the garden for the past month, and it's just been really fantastic. And a lot of time for reflection, and a lot of time for, okay, now what's my purpose? It's been really good. So, and just going back to being into, going back to being outdoors.
Can I ask you a gardening question?
Yeah.
I've got a problem with slugs. What do you do with your slugs?
Or do you not have any? I don't have well, in my plant beds that we don't have any vegetables in, we have I do put slug pellets.
Okay.
And the ones that I have the vegetables in them, I've ordered actually some organic slug pellets for vegetables. So I'm going to see how they are. But I normally I'm not one of those people that goes out at night and picks up snails and slugs. I don't do that.
No.
I just let them eat it.
Oh, well, I might take the link for the organic thing rather than see if I can get some sent here. I think I've lost you. I've got you back. Okay. I thought I'd lost you for a minute. Yeah, I think I might take that link from you and get some organic slug eradication things, because they're around my rhubarb and my other plants.
Yeah, I have tried strulch, which is straw and mulch. I've tried that. I've tried coffee grounds. I've tried a few things, and nothing works, honestly, besides those chemicals.
Yeah, okay. So we've been talking about food, and I wanted to ask you, because I've been asking many people at the moment, have there been any different food combinations you've had because different people in the household might be cooking, or at the beginning of all this there wasn't so much food in the supermarkets and you might have had to adapt what you were cooking? Has there anything been a bit different?
With our cooking, not so much. I think we ate a lot of cheese because that was one of the few things that was around. Cheese and cold cuts, and we normally don't do that, and so now we're sort of going back to a little bit of normality.
Yeah.
And we do go through a lot more eggs now too.
Yeah.
But other than that, there was I think the biggest thing that changed was we had, because I was doing the cooking school, there was always some kind of food cooking or some baking going on or experimentation, or somebody was dropping something off, because I have friends that are also cooks and caterers and things, and all of that has stopped. So we have, we've just told the kids, well, this is what there is, and you're just gonna have to learn to like it.
Yeah. So have they been cooking at all?
They have. They cook their own lunches. They make their own breakfast. And Zane, he is one of my twins. They're all proficient. I told them when they were very young that they can't leave the house unless they are skilled cooks.
Good.
And so they have all become proficient. And Zane actually gets paid to cook.
Oh, now that's an incentive.
Yeah, so I'm talking proper cooking. I will give him a recipe. He'll cut chicken, he'll cut the meat or whatever, and he'll make a proper meal.
That's nice.
And yeah, and I just remembered a story.
Pardon? Just what?
I remembered a story that's from, I can tell you. I'll put it online.
Oh, okay. Something funny?
Yeah, it was from the family, the things that are happening in the family episodes.
Yeah.
So one of the grievances that Zane had, because we have weekly family meetings, was he said that he's sick and tired of everybody complaining about his food, about his cooking. I was like, you're 13 and oh my God, I've done something right. I can't believe that it's like the cycle of life gets for it, but it usually takes 30 years for it to happen, because it only took 13.
Yeah, well, it was nice. My middle daughter, made a nice meal the other day, but apart from that, it's been down to me. Not that matters. I'm quite happy to find whatever we're having each day. It's not a problem, because we've got a post office that's doing fruit and veg. So that's the fruit and veg side sort of taken care of. And then I only have to get a few bits from the supermarket. So it's not been a big hassle getting any ingredients in, really. It's been quite easy. And then,
I think some of the ones that, because I normally go into the aisles that have world foods, and some of those, they're not, there's this particular dal that I was looking for probably like 2 or 3 weeks, and I saw it last week finally. So things are starting to slowly come back.
Yeah, gradually. Well, not for a few more days anyway. I'll keep going with what's in my freezer. It seems to keep producing stuff.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you've done that might interest people before we go?
Apart from my weekly meetings, my family dynamics, my gardening and cooking school, I'm sure there are things, and I can guarantee I'll remember most of them after this call is over.
Isn't that a way? Well, I'd like to thank you for your time, and I know that you're in a bit of pain today because you've done too much bending with your gardening, so your back's a bit sore. So I do sympathise with you, because it's horrible when your back goes.
Yeah, it is. It's but luckily the GP is still available online.
Yeah. I had to go and get a prescription for my youngest daughter before, and they have just got a window that they put things out of the window. Anyway, I'd like to thank you very much for your time today, Raisa, and no doubt we'll catch up again at a meeting or speak to each other separately. But thank you very much for your time today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for watching.
Take care, and it was great talking to you.
Thank you. Bye, Raisa. See you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.